Good day, my viewers. Welcome once again to Simplify Chemistry channel. I want to appreciate all our subscribers for subscribing to this page, and I want to also admonish us to kindly click the notification table button after we've subscribed to the channel. Please share our page with other viewers, other students, so that they can learn from Simplify Chemistry channel. Last time we discussed about acid, base, and salts. In the last class we discussed about acid, base, and salts. We discussed about the formation of acid, the formation of base, and today we are going to be discussing extensively about an acid. Then probably we are going to extend today's class to base. What are we expected to learn in today's class? We're expected to know the true definition of acid, types of acid, sources of acid, and we are going to be seeing basicity of an acid, characteristics of an acid, then the uses of an acid. Join me as we learn together. Now, from definition, we say an acid is a proton donor. We can define acid as a proton donor. Also, an acid can be defined as a substance that dissolves in water to produce hydrogen ion. That's a proton as the only positive ion. As the only positive ion. Also, when an acid dissolves in water, it can also produce hydrozoium ion. This is the main characteristics of an acid. As a proton donor and as the positive hydrogen ion producers when they react with water. Acid, we say, is a substance that dissolves in water to produce hydrogen ion as the only positive ion, or the only positive hydrozoium ion that it produces. This is what they produce in water. For example, H2SO4 dissolves in water to produce hydrozoium ion plus tetrahydrosulfate 6 ion. Or see it as ionizes in water. So let's come back to our definition. Acid is a proton donor. This is a proton, this is a proton here. So acid is a substance that dissolves in water to produce hydrogen ion as the only positive ion. positive ion. Types of acids. Let's see types of acids. We have different types of acid. We have different types of acids. We have different types of acids. Let's see types of acid. Types of acids. Types of acids. So we have a mineral acid, mineral acids. Some call them inorganic acids, and we have the organic acids. We have the mineral acids or inorganic acid, then the organic acids. Let's talk about these mineral acids. Mineral acids are the ones produced by synthesis. They are produced by synthesis. They are manufactured from the laboratory. Examples are your common hydrochloric acid, your tetraoxosulfate 6 acid, and so on. They are mineral acids. Why the organic or the natural acids? Why we say natural acids is that most of them are gotten from plants. They are gotten from plants, your food, and from animals. Yes, I mean your animals. Most of them, they are gotten from your animals. Let's see examples like your metanoic acid is gotten from your bee sting or ants. We have the palmitic acid from your palm. We have your lactic acid, your sour milk. We have your lactic acid. We have your citric acid. We have your citric acid, ascorbic acid, and so on and so forth. Let's quickly remind ourselves. We said types of acids. We have the mineral or organic acid. We have or inorganic acid. We have the organic acid or natural acids. The mineral acids are the common one you found in your synthesized in your laboratory. They are produced in large bulk or few bulks, depending on the need for the usage. And we have the organic acids. The organic acids are from the natural acids, from nature, either from plants, foods, and from animal. Some of examples of your mineral acids includes your hydrochloric acid, your tetraoxosulfate 6, your HNO3. Then the organic acids are those ones gotten from your plant, food, and animals. Metanoic acid, palmitic acid, lactic acids, and so on. Let's move on. Let's discuss about basicity of an acid. Basicity of an acid. Basicity of an acid. This is where the question starts emanating from. They can ask you, what is basicity of an acid? What is basicity of an acid? So we therefore say basicity of an acid is the number of replaceable, note that word replaceable hydrogen ion in one molecule of an acid. Let's look at the definition again. We said basicity of an acid is the number of replaceable hydrogen ions in one molecule of an acid. Let's see examples of some acid. Let's see examples of some acid. Let's see example. Hydrochloric acid. If hydrochloric acid here ionizes, it's going to give us an hydrogen ion plus a chloride ion. Therefore, the number of replaceable hydrogen ion in hydrochloric acid equals to 1. Equals to 1. In one molecule of hydrochloric acid, the number of replaceable hydrogen ion here is 1. So, therefore, this acid is going to be termed as a monobasic acid. Monobasic acid. Monobasic acid. Monobasic acid. So, what is a monobasic acid? Monobasic acid is an acid that has one replaceable hydrogen ion. One replaceable hydrogen ion in a molecule of the acid. One replaceable hydrogen ion in the what? In the molecule of that acid. Example, hydrochloric acid. So one molecule of hydrochloric acid will give us only one ionizable hydrogen ions. Let's see another one. Let's see tetraoxosulfate 6. If it ionizes, so if it ionizes, we are having 2. We are having 2. So therefore, this type of acid is called a dibasic acid. Dibasic acid is therefore called a dibasic acid, which means the number of replaceable hydrogen ion in one molecule of tetraoxosulfate 6 acid is 2. The number of replaceable hydrogen ion in this acid is 2. So what is a dibasic acid? A dibasic acid is an acid that has 2 replaceable hydrogen ion in one molecule of the acid tetraoxosulfate 6. Let's see another example. Your guess is as good as mine. So in this, we have this compound has 3 replaceable hydrogen ion. So this is a what? A tribasic acid. Tribasic acid. That's a tribasic acid. Tribasic acid. So therefore, when we are talking about basicity of an acid, we can therefore have either a monobasic, acid, a dibasic acid, a tribasic acid. So let's come back again to remind ourselves. A A monobasic acid is acid that has only one replaceable hydrogen ion, e.g. Example, we have trihydrogen 5, we have HCl, so dibasic, it has two replaceable hydrogen ion. Tribasic, so we can go on and on. So on naming, so you can try on your own, check for different types of, or the basicity of an acid, basicity of different acids. In the same vein, while talking about this basicity of the acid, let's quickly talk about the strength of an acid. The strength of an acid. The strength of an acid. Strength of an acid. Strength of an acid. Strength of an acid. It has always been a common argument among students when this issue of strength of an acid comes place. They hardly know the difference between a strong acid and a weak acid. Uncle, sir, this acid is diluted, that means it's not strong, it's not a strong acid, it is a weak acid. No. The strength of an acid is not being decided by the content of the water or the concentration of the acid. Concentrated acid is just telling us that the acid has a few water or no element of water in it, while a diluted acid or acid shows that it has been has addition of water molecule in it. So what is the strength of an acid? How do I identify a strong acid? How do I identify a weak acid? So strength of an acid. A strong acid is an acid that ionizes completely in water. It ionizes completely in water. It ionizes completely in water. Example. Let's see. Example. HNO. Let's talk about HCl. It ionizes completely. Therefore, it is a strong acid. All the hydrogen atom will be ionizes. Let's see an organic acid. Here, the only ionizable hydrogen is the last hydrogen atom here. So if it ionizes as which makes it a weak acid. So, therefore, what is a weak acid? A weak acid is an acid that ionizes partially. It ionizes partially. So you can see the difference. A strong acid will ionizes all the hydrogen elements there. We ionizes, while a weak one will ionizes partially, not giving away the remaining hydrogen atom. Strong acid ionizes completely in water. why a weak acid ionizes partially. Ionizes partially. Let's move on. Characteristics of an acid. Characteristics of an acid. Let's quickly see some common characteristics of an acid. Common characteristics of an acid. We said it turns. Common characteristics of an acid. It turns blue litmus paper red. It turns blue litmus paper red. It turns blue. It turns blue litmus red. Dilutes acid as a sour paste. Some acids, they are corrosive, and so on. And so on. Then you have some of their chemical properties by reacting with metals. Reactions with metals to form hydrogen gas, a displacement reaction. An acid reacts with base to form salt and water only. It's a neutralization reaction, and so on, which we can always get in our good textbooks. Then we have many uses of acids. We have many good uses of acids, both domestic and in industry. Both domestic and industry. Here we come to the end of the class today. I believe today we've been able to know definition of an acid, what an acid is. We've been able to know sources of acids, both from the nature and the one that is being synthesized in our laboratory. Then the basicity of an acid, the strength of an acid, characteristics, some of the characteristics of an acid, and uses. Thank you for staying tuned. Please kindly don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Adeleke Samuel Oluwabukumi Chemistry. Please subscribe, click the notification button, and share. Thank you and have a great day.